traditional classroom, what we used to practice what we practice in a traditional class, we before the class look over the material, which means we ask students to, this is the topic and you go through it. Later on, when they attend the class, during the classroom, teacher teaches them the concept, that what actually the concept is, what are the key features of it, what are the characteristics of that point. And after the class, we give them the homework, right? And homework is given to them to check their progress, how much they have retained, how much they have understood that particular topic. Now, within the flipped classroom, what do we do is, within the flipped classroom, we prepare to participate in class activities. We give them such materials which helps them in interactive learning, like videos, like audios, like infographics. We provide students such material which will help them in getting deeper into that particular subject, in drawing the perspective of that thing, that, okay, this is what this thing talks about. This is what we are gonna learn about. Hey, let's take an example of flipped classroom only. There are many videos available on YouTube, many videos available on internet. A teacher, before teaching you, can provide you the link or can come up with a video of their own and tell you, okay, you go through this. They can share the PPT with you, that go through this PowerPoint presentation, and then we'll discuss it later in the classroom, that what you have understood. Now, how that helps? It helps in practicing them, those key concepts, and applying them in their real life. When they'll go through the content prior to the class, they'll understand, okay, this was the thing. When the teacher will ask questions, let's say higher order thinking questions or questions which are application based, at that time student would be able to relate those concepts with the present situation. There's also collaborative learning in it during the classroom. How collaborative learning? Two students are sharing their thoughts. Two students are sharing their different perspectives, and teacher is acting here as a facilitator. Teacher is acting here as a facilitator. This is student-centered approach. In flipped classroom, we do not follow teacher-centric or problem-centric or content-centric. We follow student-centric approach. So when there is a student-centric approach, teacher always acts as a facilitator. So here teacher is a facilitator to probe them towards the right direction, that actually what thing we are talking about. No, beta, you are going in the wrong direction. This is not what we are going to learn, or this is not how do we draw conclusion about this particular thing. Let's say history. Many perspectives can be drawn. Seeing the history of India, there were many empires, many rulers who came from different regions to our country to rule us. We can come up with many conclusions, and students can discuss those things. But here, teacher as a facilitator plays the role of showing them or probing them to the extent where the right thing is, or to which they want to take them. And after the class, they have to check the understanding. Now, what do we used to do in a traditional classroom? We give them the homework. Here you assess the student that how much they have got, and then we provide them the feedback. Let's say the capability of the student is higher. He or she has performed well in their previous classes, but today the student was not able to understand or to participate in a manner in which he or she used to participate in prior classes. Now, what is the role of the teacher? The role of the teacher is to provide that child the extended learning, to know the gap, that, okay, this is the gap the student has. The student was not able to understand this concept. Teacher will explain and provide that child the extended learning and give him or her the feedback, don't approach it in this manner. You are taking the harder way. We can take the example of mathematics, right? There are many different ways to solve a problem. Here, teacher can help the student that, no, beta, you have chosen the harder way. Why don't you go, or why don't you select this path. This method is easier. So this is the infographic of lived classroom. Now, what are the key features? We have discussed it prior. Pre-class preparation. Now, pre-class preparation, what is pre-class preparation? This you have understood. I hope up till now you all are clear with the pre-class preparation. I won't reflect on that, or I won't focus on it. I want from you all to know that what is the objective of pre-class preparation? Why pre-class preparation is necessary? With what objective, with what aim this has been introduced? Anyone?
To have better learning outcome.
Yes, okay, to get better learning outcome. Other than that, all right, I'll tell you.
Ma'am,
To
so
teach,
that
yes,
so
please
that
ask.
students can correlate with the classroom activities.
Yes, Karthik. Very good. So that students can correlate with the classroom activities. So basically, the objective of pre-class preparation is to make the student aware of what the topic is, how does it work, what are the key features of that topic. When we go through any concept, we get to know the new terminologies, or we get to know the terminologies related to it. And by having the pre-class preparation, we allow students to go through that whole topic, to understand that whole topic on their own, to build their own opinions about that particular thing. And when a child does it, he is able to understand or relate things better in the classroom. A very simple example, we have prior knowledge of something. When we have good prior knowledge of some topic, we are able to understand and answer well in the classroom when a teacher asks question, right? Now, in class activities, what are the objectives? In class activities means in during the flipped classroom, what do? We promote active learning. Matlab, we here allow students to do more problem solving, to use project-based methods, to promote their critical thinking. Again, application of that particular thing, that how you can apply that thing in the real world. So students here apply and practice key concepts in the class. Now, when we talk about real world application does not always mean that we are taking them to the workshop. We are taking them to the workshop, or we are taking them to the shop to understand how demand and supply works in economics. We can also discuss it. We can also have situational questions. Teacher can come up with such kind of situational questions through which they have to brainstorm and apply that concept there. So here they are also regaining the concept that they have read and also practicing it there. Last is post-class assessment. Very important. Now, what do we do in traditional teaching is we give them the homework, and later on teacher gets to know that how much the student has understood through tests. But here we are providing them the immediate feedback that these are the points where you are lagging. Okay, you need to go through this particular topic again so that you can understand that why this thing is important or how does it work. Let's take an example of force here. So you are lacking in this particular thing, motion wala. You just go through it again and then you'll understand that why is it. And again, if you had a problem, there's extended learning. Like there are video lectures, there are audios, there are many things available. You can go through it again and then you come to me tomorrow or next day.